Hey everyone, it's been a while. My name is Jake and I'm making a Breakout roguelike in Unity. So the first most noticeable thing I've added to the game since the last video is a little score UI popping up when you hit or kill an enemy. I feel like it's impactful but subtle enough that it doesn't impede on the gameplay and isn't too much of a distraction. This was pretty simple to implement. I just instantiated a game object with the text element attached, then just set the text string equal to the score value gained from that particular enemy. Off the back of this implementation, along with some other small tweaks to the score system, I added a nice little combo system. This was a little bit of a pain to get working, and it took about 2 days of solid work purely on this system to get it behaving the way I intended, but I got there in the end. The way this combo system works is very similar, if not the exact same way you've probably seen combo systems in games before. Once you start to hit multiple enemies within quick succession of each other, the score gained from each enemy will increase based off a score multiplier, and the more enemies you hit closer together, the higher the score multiplier. And I couldn't really add all of this without creating some way to keep track of high scores, so I did that using player prefs. At the moment you can only have one high score at any given time, but I want to add an arcade-like scoreboard into the game at some point, but I'll leave that for later on. Next up, I worked on implementing a proper game loop. When you die, you're presented with a game over screen which displays your score for that run and your current high score, along with a few other stats from that run, including how many enemies you killed and what level you reached. This also includes a little prompt up in the corner if you've achieved a new high score, which I thought looked pretty neat. As for the game win screen, I just duplicated the game over screen and tweaked it a little bit. I was feeling pretty good about the project, so I decided to polish it a little and add little level intros into the game, so the player knew which level they were about to play next, as well as give them a little sneak peek at some of the enemies that they could expect to face in that level. And lastly, I imported a menu system asset that I was working on a while ago. I first created the asset because I was sort of sick of wasting so much time during a project doing the mundane tasks of a menu system, so I created one that I could use in all of my projects. Originally, the menu could only be navigated by using a mouse, but with the help of a video tutorial, I was able to implement keyboard and gamepad navigation, which is what I was aiming for this project in particular. I'll leave a link to the tutorial down below. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could consider subscribing to the channel, as well as hitting that bell notification to stay up to date with my development process. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.